subjects in a manner. But I think that one of the things was if you were involved in certain postmodern questions, or if you wanted to make works which would be a little bit more complex, or would sort of somehow be in conversation with different filmmaking practices or video art practices, then we also had the close proximity to certain debates, such as the debates around the two avant-gardes. There's also the relationship between looking and having a close proximity to artists who were working at that particular time. And this kind of political pressure, I guess, and cultural pressure meant that you had to find a lines for trying to say things, but in a kind of different formation, because you were questioning the orthodoxies. You knew that there was something wrong with certain paradigms, and so the whole idea was to shift those paradigms. But also with the new technologies, with the computerization, digital technology, that also produced a way of trying to make things differently as well. So there were these different revolutions that were taking place, and I guess they became into full capacity in the 90s, and it was the 90s when those things began to really shift.
And in the 90s, or the beginning of the 90s, in 1991, you made your first movie, Young Soul Rebels.
So that was a mistake.
Why? Shall we not show part of it?
If we have to.
Well, we have to, yeah, I think so. But why was it a mistake?
Because in a way it's a long story, but sometimes there's works that you make and you would like to kind of disappear when they're being screened.
But you already made disappear the very first film you did, or the very first video you did, and your painting. So what else? Young Soul Rebels.
I mean, the thing that's very interesting today that I found out that you can go to The Guardian and you can download this film. It's a classic, apparently, a British classic. You can download it, you can have it on your iPad, you can, so you don't have to watch all of it now.
It's a classic because it's also for the first time that in Britain, at least, somebody spoke about the 70s, about the situation of young black people, of immigration, of homosexuality, and of...
It's got everything in it.
But you did it in a very personal and not militant way. You didn't make a political film, even if all these problems were inside.
Well, that's because when we were making this work, we wanted to make a work that would somehow kind of pass into popular culture in some way. So it was like a Trojan horse. That it was a film that had all of these questions in it, but how would you make it that it could be something which would go into a certain space? And I guess
but it was very successful. I mean, it won an award in the Critics' Week in the Cannes Film Festival. It was released not only in Britain, but it was translated to a lot of countries. So everybody was celebrating Ida June as a new, fresh tone in British cinema. And despite all this, you say it was a mistake, or I wish it wouldn't be there because it was into pop culture, and you wanted to do something which was understood by a larger audience.
No, I think sort of, for me, maybe it's more the perfectionist aspect. But I think it's more to do with the fact that in it, it's a work which was making a particular intervention, and I was really having an argument amongst friends, which was that, yes, I could make a film that could somehow make an intervention to popular culture. So that was the idea. And I think lots of artists are interested in making these kinds of interventions. I think someone like Steve McQueen is, I think we just saw Gillian Waring's film, Sam Taylor Wood. Maybe it's a British habit. Maybe it's something that British artists kind of want to do, that they want to make movies, you know, and I think it's this idea of relationship to popular culture. But I do think there's important things in Young Cerebrals, so I wouldn't want to undermine that.
But has that really changed? You wouldn't say that today you would like to do movies which go into popular culture? Has that changed?
I think that's probably changed, but I don't know if it will change. I could also go back on what I'm saying, so it's not a definitive.
So if you want or not, let's have a look at Young Soul Rebels and show a little part. It's the beginning part of it after the titles. And we have to leave the stage, so it's about 5 minutes part of the beginning of the film.
And now, we've got a brand new import pre-release coming to you exclusively on Soul Patrol. East London Funkateurs, this is Boy
Don't mess with the sounds, man. Take that, man. Lost attention. Tell an audience. Are you done yet? I'm done yet, regular.
Yeah, but I ain't seen you before. So lick on me hand. I ain't into no rough stuff, right? So you want to get to know me?
What's your name?
Name? You a policeman or what?
Just being friendly. What's your name?
Man, you're one stubborn white boy. Okay. Terry. Friends call me TJ.
And finally, from the Players Association, I like it. Out now on the Vanguard label. Russell's Crust.
And this is Cass coming to you live on
Soul Patrol.
East London's most exclusive P-Funk station. Reminding you to boogie down Club 7 tomorrow.
Ain't too late. See you there.
And may the funk be with you.
believe it, huh? The only black music heritage are living in a Babylon long time and having a nice time music.
Funk the Jubilee. Now that would be Arabic.
That's right. This is for bunch of hippies. So I was thinking,
I thought I might get a bit. I bet.
I like this story. I see myself family. You are bad. Hey, wait man, I can show you how to do a dark sauce.
Look man, I do the best duck sauce in the whole stand.
This is like, let's tell the truth. Oh, go on, relax.
Have a look.
Yeah man, you're not too bad at all.
Blessed cheek.
You see the killer black boy on the park last night?
What you say?
The killer boy in the park last night. Man called James. Terry James. I know it ain't bright. I keep thinking it could have been me, you know?
How'd you know I was playing that Biff Park?
Why else would TJ be in the park for fuck's sake?
I didn't mean it like that, Kaz. Christ, I knew him as well, you know.
TJ, Chris. TJ.
TJ.
I ain't having it, Chris. It ain't real. No TJ.
Man says that the filth have been swarming around the estate this morning asking questions. You didn't see him?
Not last night. Was hardly anyone there.